So I just want to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind. I personally feel like he'd be dope. It's freaking, like, Storm has been holding that down. Now, continuing on with the MCU and the X-Men and kind of like my theories or hopes for them coming together has also kind of sparked up some thoughts about who I would want to have into the MCU. And people have been pretty cool here online asking and requesting for a video asking who I think should be in the MCU from the X-Men. My top 5 people. Thank you so much, Comic Man Jake, for submitting your request. You are the man. You freaking are. Freaking love your channel. Go check out his channel. He is the bomb. If we're gonna break this down to the top 5, let's talk about the obvious people here. You gotta have Wolverine. You got to. You just do. You do. Because of that is because he's so great, he's already so well loved, but he is a character who toes the line of morality because he's so complex, and I think with that, you have to have somebody of balance, and I think that's what Cyclops is. It's definitely what he is, because he's such a huge leader. You have to have, if you have Wolverine, you have to have Cyclops. Of course, they've already done that, but like, think of it as a new reimagining. Hugh Jackman. Congratulations, you did an amazing job. Freaking loved it. Bro, nailed it. James Marsden, yes, he did a good job. Can anyone kind of fit that bill? Yeah. Channel, the stuff of legend, he actually sits down and does some fan casting and figures out some of the coolest people who would be able to play and keep up with the character of Scott Summers, of Cyclops, and he made a very good point of Armie Hammer. He'd be dope. So if you had that, Wolverine and Armie Hammer as Cyclops, you gotta have that duo. But then this is the problem with X-Men, is that there's so many freaking people that you have to, with all of those people, you have to have another, and that's Jean Grey. Jean Grey, you have to have her in the mix, and while you're at it, like, you need to establish the Phoenix Force, which is the huge deal in X-Men versus the Avengers. In the previous video that we talked about, when it comes to bringing the X-Men into the MCU, it would be a cool event, and the Phoenix Force is a huge deal in that whole storyline, and you can't have the Phoenix Force without Jean Grey. Now, those are the obvious people, because, like, you gotta have those. You gotta have a Professor X. You just gotta have these people that you're familiar with, because first off, fans need to latch on to something that's new like this, and a reimagining. I mean, if X-Men came out with a bunch of no-name people, I think that it just wouldn't really go very well. So let's think of some no-name people that would shine really, really well with all of the other people that we've all previously mentioned. Right off the bat, I'm going to mention somebody that people probably would not expect, and that is Rogue. I just personally feel like they didn't get it right. Yeah, she was there. Yeah, they were just, like, they were true to her and what she can do and everything. She's just not as cool. I think they can make her cooler, and I think they can take her, like, make her somebody be like a more serious character. And Rogue is yeah, she's teenage angsty, but, like, I mean, she's cool. Like, in the cartoons, like, I was like, dude, she's cool and she's kind of hot. But I didn't have the same feelings in the movies. Sorry. And with that, I think that would be a great way to bring in Gambit. Somebody we've been looking forward to for a long time, to be in the mix with all of the rest of the freaking X-Men, dudes. I mean, freaking Gambit. Get him in there and do it right and have fun with it, because with him and Rogue, I think cool things can be done, and I think that a lot of people would be very entertained by all of that. Now, I'm going to finish it off with somebody who I think is an unknown to the general public, and that is somebody who I think is super cool, and that is Bishop. First off, he's pretty BA, and second off, I think he can give some Avengers a run for their money, because we got Carol Danvers coming in with all of her abilities to absorb energy and all of that crap, and then we got Bishop to throw it right back at her, because he can do the same thing. And he's like a freaking ripped black dude. Dude, we need that in the X-Men. X-Men is freaking, like, Storm has been holding that down all by herself. We need a black dude in the X-Men, because, like, freaking why not, right? Bishop, that'd be sick. So to cap it all off, this is a little bit more than 5, but I threw in some extra ones because all the other ones are just too obvious. You gotta have the original X-Men, and you gotta have Wolverine, and dude, we gotta see Gambit and Rogue. None of this, like, other boyfriend crap. And Rogue's gotta be cool. Gambit's gotta be cool. The X-Men, they just gotta be cool, because they just haven't been. Kevin Feige, make it happen. Go check out Comic Man Jake, go check out the Stuff of Legend, and then come back here to see our next video that follows up with the villains.